Good evening, children. Now, today, actually, last week you were talking about the basic introductions to the political science and the fundamental factors related to the term politics. Now, today we'll be discussing how the politics becomes a social practice. Basically, politics is a process where everyone can participate in, especially, in any country, especially in a democratic setting. So we say Sri Lanka is a democratic country, America is a democratic country, India is a democratic country. In a democratic setting, people participate in politics as a social practice. Now, what is a social practice? Simply, now, say in our country there are famous politicians. Mahinda Rajapaksa, Ranil Wickremesinghe, Sajith Premadasa, Anukumara Dissanayake. So they are public figures. They have earned a huge reputation in the country's politics as what you call professional politicians. So we believe that they are the people who should engage in politics. They are the people who should engage in politics. So their activities are known as public sphere politics. So they go to common places, they make speeches, they address large gatherings, they talk to the people, they do a lot of things. So they are known as public sphere politics. They are known as public sphere politics. Okay. So when it comes to public sphere, children, you must understand, commonly, in order to engage in the public sphere politics, you must be a very famous politician. They go to common places. They are addressing the whole country. So therefore, a professional politician is known as a public figure. He is engaged in public sphere politics. So today, actually, now when it comes to Greek city-state period, people participated in politics directly. We call it direct democracy. But later on, what happened with the increase of the population, with the increase of the territories of the states, this direct democracy became quite impossible. Therefore, what happened was people actually had to participate in the political process through their representatives. So we call it today indirect democracy or representative democracy. In the representative democracy, what happens is we cast our vote to a particular politician. He is elected to the parliament. He wins the elections and go to parliament, and he represents us in the parliament. We call it representative democracy. So in representative democracy, people get minimum chances in making influence in the political system. Accordingly, there was an urgent need. The people were in need of participating in political process somehow, despite several difficulties they had. Consequently, what happened? Some ideas came forward, emphasizing the importance of allowing the people participating in politics, using it as a social practice. I think for this process, the development of social media contributed a lot. Now today what you can do is that you can directly participate in politics through the social media, Facebook, WhatsApp, Viber, YouTube, and various other Instagrams and all. So it provided easy access for a person to address the entire world through YouTube, through social media, through Facebook and all. Consequently, people have obtained a golden opportunity to express their ideas to the whole world. This means has been used by the people for making influence in the political processes also in the countries. Accordingly, they have organized, they have gathered to remove even dictatorial rulers, autonomous rulers, very dangerous, long-lasted, monarchy-like rulers have been removed by the people by using these social media and all and taking it as a social practice. Okay, for example, you have heard of Arab Spring. Actually, Arab Spring was a process started in Tunisia, somewhere North African countries. Okay, there was a long lasted. The ruler who ruled the country for a long period of times in a very undemocratic manner. Okay, once his forces, in a kind of very unreasonable manner, attack a vendor who was selling fruits using a cart in a town. He was attacked, he was assaulted, and he was asked, the armed forces asked him to remove, he did not go out. Then these forces went and removed the person by force, this particular vendor, trader. The other day he was really upset and he came to that particular place and he set fire into his body by putting petrol. Self-immolation. So with this incident, the entire country's people got provoked and they started a huge process of uprising against this dictatorial, autonomous ruling system of the rule of that country. We call it Arab Spring. Later on, people used this process for removing the 25 years long Hosni Mubarak's rule of Egypt. Around 40 years old long, Muammar Gaddafi's rule in Libya. Okay, all these long existed rulers were removed by the people through the process called Arab Spring. The same thing happened in Sri Lanka in 2015. The people got together for removing Mahinda Rajapaksa's government. And the latest one was in the Gota Go Home movements. Even there what happened? The people got together through social media, organized through social media, and they all gathered into Goldface and did a huge protest for removing or asking Gota to go home. So these are fine examples for using politics by the people as a social practice for removing the long-lasting ruling system and for participating in politics. So politics is not only a process related to the state, government, administration and governing affairs, but also a huge process related to, it's a kind of a process in which people can directly participate in, taking it as a, using it as a social practice. Clear? For that, you don't need to be a kind of active professional countries, well-known politician, you don't need to be. You want only a smartphone, okay, and social media accounts. So in the next day, we'll be again talking about another interesting topic in political science. Thank you very much.